Welcome back to the Conversationalists podcast. I'm your host, Tom, and with me today is the wonderful Jenny. How are you doing, Jenny?
Hi, Tom. I'm doing great, thank you. Excited to be here for another episode.
That's great to hear, Jenny. Well, today we have quite an interesting article to discuss. It's about an artist named Bianca Censori, who apparently put everything on display in nothing but a clear raincoat. Quite a bold move, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, Tom. It's definitely an attention-grabbing choice. The article describes how Bianca wore a completely transparent raincoat during a recent public art exhibition. The clear coat left nothing to the imagination, showcasing her vulnerability and artistic expression.
It's certainly a unique way to make a statement. The article also mentions that Bianca's art explores the theme of transparency and how it relates to our lives in the digital age. It's interesting to see someone use their own physical appearance as a metaphor for our constant exposure and lack of privacy.
Definitely, Tom. We live in a world where our lives are constantly on display, whether it's through social media or surveillance cameras. Bianca seems to be making a statement about the loss of privacy and the need for authenticity in today's society.
Absolutely, Jenny. And it raises the question of how far artists should go in pushing boundaries and challenging societal norms. Do you think there's a line that shouldn't be crossed?
That's a tough question, Tom. Art has always been about pushing boundaries, provoking thought, and sometimes even shocking viewers. But there's also a fine line between artistic expression and crossing into the realm of exploitation or voyeurism. It's a delicate balance.
I agree, Jenny. It's important for artists to be conscious of the impact their work might have on others. It's one thing to challenge norms and provoke meaningful conversations, but it's another to simply shock for the sake of shock value.
Absolutely, Tom. It's all about intention and the message behind the art. In the article, Bianca mentions how she wants to challenge the commodification of authenticity. She wants to remind people that behind the curated images and carefully crafted personas, there's a desire for genuine connection.
That's a powerful message, Jenny. In a world where we're bombarded with airbrushed and filtered images, it's refreshing to see someone embrace vulnerability and challenge the status quo. It reminds us all to embrace our true selves.
Absolutely, Tom. It's a reminder that true authenticity can't be captured in a social media post or a perfectly polished image. It's about embracing our flaws, our insecurities, and being unapologetically ourselves.
Well said, Jenny. It seems like Bianca's art is resonating with many people. The article mentions that her exhibition drew a large crowd and sparked conversations about transparency and the impact of technology on our lives.
It's great to see art having such an impact, Tom. It shows how powerful and thought-provoking it can be. Whether it's through a transparent raincoat or any other medium, art has a way of making us reflect on ourselves and the world around us.
Absolutely, Jenny. Well, it looks like we've reached the end of our podcast episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed our discussion on Bianca Censori's thought-provoking art.
And as always, if there's any topic you'd like us to discuss on future episodes, feel free to reach out to us on our social media channels. We love hearing from you. Until next time, stay curious and keep the conversations flowing.